Hello people, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be doing two episodes. First episode is going to be Niche House, 4 fragrances from official samples. I decided to do this today because I didn't want to do a separate episode because these are samples. I don't have full presentation, so I can save the time on the full presentation, and I can also talk about multiple fragrances in one video. So a few things about Acqua Di Parma. It's a house I have reviewed quite a few fragrances from, either full bottle or sample, or you can say official miniature, or those, I don't know what you call those, travel atomizers. So Acqua Di Parma, basically I have only one left. I think I don't know where I kept it. Maybe it's nearby. Yeah, I have one fragrance. Oh man, don't drop. Yeah, I still have this one. I think this is Arancia di Capri, but I used to have a lot of these blue bottles, the green ones, and then the fresh ones. So Acqua di Parma, few of these fragrances like I reviewed before, like let's say I think one or two, maybe Osmanthus I reviewed before, or one or two, I'm not sure, but I'm gonna re-review them and let you know my final thoughts. But these fragrances are not cheap, and few of the things you should know, they are around $150 to $250 given their give or take based on their type. The fresh ones are cheaper. If you go a little bit on the more expensive side, the more you can say exclusive side, they get more expensive. So the main problem with Acqua Di Parma house most people have is the performance issue. Okay, none of the fragrance I tried so far has great longevity. Okay, but let's see what you get. So this is the package. Okay, this is the thing. I have 4 fragrances from. First one is going to be Osmanthus, second is going to be Yuzu, third is Quercia, I don't know, Quercia, and then Oud is the last one. So these are all 1.5 ml samples. So yeah, I think these are going to be interesting. So they give these samples in that package. Also comes with this kind of like a paper. There's Acqua Di Parma all over, so they wrap it inside. And there's a nice little gift, okay, for people if you want to gift it to someone. And when I purchased some niche fragrances, they gave it to me in one of the retail shops. So let's go one by one. First fragrance is gonna be the Osmanthus, I think, yeah, according to this order. Osmanthus, this is the sample. I have this fragrance on my hand here, and this one is part of their floral collection. I'm not very like skilled with their like line, or I'm not an expert on this house, but I see they have Lily of the Valley, perhaps Osmanthus, and then what are the other florals? They had a few more florals, and they have Sakura. I'm not sure if Sakura was there, but whatever florals I tried, the florals are very surprising. For one fact, they last a long time compared to Acqua Di Parma. Second thing, they are very pleasant. Like they are not just florals; they have a lot of other things going on, and like Lily of the Valley, Osmanthus, these are very great fragrances. Okay, so when I smell it in my hand, it's very pleasant. Let me respray. I've run like initial spray like 10-15 minutes ago. Okay, just go because these are small samples, so spray like that. So by the way, time is almost 5 a.m. So when I smell this fragrance is really refreshing. This is kind of like a green, citrusy. Think of like Bulgari's tea line. You know, they have some Eau de Cologne line, like this kind of bottles, Eau de Noir, Eau de Bleu. So these kind of fragrances, they have a great, like a soothing effect. So they give you a summery vibe. You can also wear them for spring. So very fresh, floral, citrusy, and relaxing fragrance. Osmanthus, I'm not quite sure if it smells like the real flower, but it has very floral aspect, especially on the dry down. It goes very heavily floral. So if you're not really big fan of florals, this fragrance will not be as good as I feel. But I do enjoy a lot of other things, so I can appreciate this. I actually wear many type of fragrances. So florals usually give me headaches, like from usually rose, but this fragrance not really headache inducing, but I need mood to wear it. Like let's say if I put this on, if I want to wear this perhaps a day when it's raining, okay, or you can see flowers are blooming, this is the time you can wear it. It's very niche, sorry, not niche, very unisex. I think it leans more towards feminine because of the floral side, but it's not really that masculine or strong. It's very soft in nature, so I like it. Longevity is pretty good, but the projection is soft. So this fragrance, the first one, I think the Osmanthus, I give this fragrance a solid 8.5 out of 10. I like it. So the next one is gonna be, I think, called Yuzu. So Yuzu, the name is there, Yuzu. So the Yuzu one, you guys know, like Yuzu is a citrusy note. It's a lemony sort of like a family, lemon family or citrus family, like many other ones, lemon, lemon, lime, and then key lime, many type of grapefruits, many kind of citrus out there, right? So this one particular one is supposedly one of the most refreshing summer colognes because it has Yuzu. So if you know Issey Miyake there, my Lotus bottle. They utilize yuzu note a lot, and they use like kiwi, lemon, grapefruit, a lot of other things surrounding, but the yuzu is there, like forefront focus, right? So let's see how good this is. The dry down is there. The dry down is kind of weak compared to Osmanthus, which I expect. So let's just go 3 sprays. So this sample, what does it give me? Okay, one other thing I need to tell you, for Acqua Di Parma, some of the designer niche houses have this issue, like sometimes they have a synthetic alcoholic opening. Sometimes I notice like they say it's a great quality natural ingredient, but you can smell alcohol. This house, so far I found none of the fragrances have this issue. Okay, so one credit to Acqua Di Parma. This thing I think is going to cost you around that $150 per 100 ml. They also have 150 ml, I guess, and they have multiple bottle sizes, but it's best to get a sample like it and then uh, try it on the skin and then buy it. Or you can go to the mall or where they have Acqua Di Parma, like in the whole line. So you just go and then you smell it and you just try it on your skin and see the dry down, then you buy it. One thing about yuzu is, just like typical citrus, it's not going to be long lasting. So Perfume is kind of like 5 out of 10, okay, on me. If you have a big bottle, big spray, perhaps it'll give you more, but I suspect it's not going to be a beast more. So I like this smell. So this is kind of like remind me of Goldfin and Banks one fragrance, like what was that? Something I had, that lime or lemon. I forgot the yellow juice. I used to have it. So remind me of that, like lemon. So it is kind of unique. The smell was very, very nice, and it kind of smells like, if you see movies or TV series in Japan and they show you like cherry blossom trees and stuff like that, or they have their own unique wine in Korea where they put like a whole fruit down there and then they put gold flakes and stuff. I can relate to those things because this one gives me that vibe. So it's pretty much like an Asian sort of a green citrus, which I like. It's also soothing, but only downside, it will not last. Perhaps you can use it for homestay, or not homestay. What I mean, like if you're staying indoors, if you're just going to have relaxing weekend, gonna just cook some, food or sushi or something, this is a good fragrance. So yuzu, I give this fragrance because the price is so high and the longevity is kind of weak. I'll give this fragrance a 7 out of 10. Okay, so yuzu is number 2. So number 3, I'm going to show you, I think is that fragrance. I can't say the name. This is called Quercia or Quercia. I don't know. See the last name. Sorry, the second last name, Quercia. So this one I think I reviewed before, but never mind. So this fragrance, I have it here, the dry down. This one seems interesting, and I don't know what's in it. It's let's respray. It is kind of unique. Out of the 3 so far, this is the most unique one. So I did not bother looking at Fragrantica today. I'm just gonna let you know what I get. Do they provide anything here? Ingredients, perfume, lemon. Oh, they have certain the ingredients. I can guess few of them. Lemon, and they have think coumarin. Then perhaps what else? Cinnamon, maybe citrus, alpha. I don't know. These are the rest of things I do not know. So yeah, okay, benzoin perhaps. Okay, so this fragrance is kind of different. Oh, okay, this is very different. So this fragrance, it's not really giving me summer vibes. This is going more towards early fall, or the winter is about to start, cold weather is about to start. That time this would be perfect. Yeah, it is very interesting. It's very beautiful. So far, I think out of the 3, this is the most posh smelling one. I do not know, man, what's up with this. Should I check the notes breakdown, let you know? But anyway, you go and check. This fragrance is giving me a little bit of a warm, spicy, citrusy vibe. And then the coumarin, like it giving it like a little bit different vibe. Like it's not your typical mainstream designer fragrance or niche perfume. Perhaps something to do with your suit. Like if you like wearing Boutique Jour by Tom Ford, maybe there's lavender in this. Okay, I don't know. But mild spice, kind of citrusy, and then giving me a little bit of a like a not super masculine, but it has a manly vibe. Okay, so this one I like it a lot. This one I'll give like performance. I think this is gonna be better than yuzu, but I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Quercia is a good fragrance. I would recommend that one. Last but not least is the most challenging one so far, and this fragrance is simply called Oud. Okay, and from Acqua Di Parma, I have seen many reviews back in the days which said Oud, or they have few lines of Oud. Like Acqua Di Parma has quite a few Oud releases. So this is their basic, I think, the Oud, and I have it here. And I don't think I want to respray this for a reason. This is really, really dark, and it is going borderline animalic. This is, when I sprayed at first, it did not give me quite oud. It gave me kind of like a ombre nomade. If you know that fragrance from Louis Vuitton, it gave me sort of like Helfety, like a dark leather, spices, animalic. And then perhaps the dry down is going a little bit oud and rose, but it is very animalic. So it's kind of dirty. And the leather is kind of like on the uh, love it or hate it side. I don't detect that much of sweetness from it, neither do I detect citrus. So this makes it the most challenging, and I think it has good longevity. But then I remember trying this from a sample, like a tester, a couple of years back. That time when I came back, it gave me very faint after 2 hours. I think Acqua Di Parmas do that. So some of the houses, this is an issue, what I'm going to do. But this one perhaps will last more than the Yuzu, but I think the price point is going to be much higher than the rest of them. So for me, I'm going to call this one a pass. I'll give this fragrance a 5.5 out of 10. It's a good fragrance for oud lovers, but just too much animalic, stinky vibe going on. Think of, you can get more animalic than this. Sorry, not here. Yeah, you can get this fragrance. I'll tell you, funny thing, it's reminding me of one man show, like line, like the ruby edition, or the black one, I forgot the leather one man show. Yeah, you can get this kind of DNA, but much more synthetic and much more loud, from $20 budget perhaps. Okay, so that's why it's more polished, but then it achieves the same thing. So that's why I'm not a big fan of it. Thank you so much for watching. Let's do a list, then we'll upload this. Take care.